Howdy! Welcome to my channel. My name is Anna. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be talking about and doing a look, this look, with the Natasha Denona Valentine's Day exclusive, Valentine's exclusive. So if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts about this little set, then just keep watching. Again, welcome. My name is Anna. Thank you so much for being here. The reason for today's video, like I said, is the Natasha Denona Valentine's exclusive mini crush palette, and it comes with a little brush. And I have to say, I'm not that excited about this. I mean, I saw, oh, Natasha Denona is coming out with a thing, and it was only $25, so I picked it up. But honestly, this is not my favorite release, and I feel like it was, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it was really thought out or anything. I mean, who knows, but it's just like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, let's do a thing. It's just a little lackluster for me. But whatever, we'll try it, we'll see. It might be really pretty. I will say I do really like these mini palettes. I think that the packaging is so cute. It's very sturdy, but it's small, and like this clear cover just looks nice. It feels nice. Yeah. The brush, I have to say, I wouldn't, if I had had an option of like getting a brush or not, I definitely wouldn't have gotten this. It's not really a size brush that I use. Here, we'll get some of my like favorite brushes out, or like just, ones that I use a lot would be like this kind of sizes. And this is like kind of a bigger fluffy brush. Anyway, it's bigger than what I would use. It's soft and it's like a cute pink metallic color, but it says Natasha Denona on it. It's very small. Maybe it's good for traveling. I don't know. It's just, I'm not that excited about it. I could have done without it, honestly. Maybe we'll try it today. I thought I would do some swatches, and let's see. So this shade right here is called Daisy, and it's a sparkling bubblegum pink. Let's see if we can, I mean, this color is actually kind of pretty. That looks fun. And then the next shade is Lotus, which is a matte pink nude. And then Koi, which is a matte medium dark cool burgundy. Okay, and then Soul, which is a matte medium rosy coral. And you know what, I'm just gonna do it. The Claret is I can't move my thumb that way, a metallic scarlet red. And that actually looks like a pretty color. It sort of reminds me of other shades that I have though. Anyways, that is like so. So this is the shade Daisy, Lotus, Koi, Soul, and Claret. And that's what those look like. The shimmers look really pretty, and that lighter matte. The other two mattes didn't swatch super creamy or anything. Anyways, let's see what we can see. I think I did read that this is made in Italy. It is free of parabens and mineral oil and is cruelty free, which I like that. That's good. All right, I guess we'll just do kind of, well here, let's zoom in. All right, so this seems to be the eye that is the most accessible through my hair. So we'll work on that one. And I'll first go into this shade right here. That one is called Lotus. And actually, hey, let's just use this brush and see what we can see. I mean, it's a pretty color. It seemed to, it looks much more pink, I think, on the eye than it does in the pan. All right, well that worked fine. I also forgot to mention, I do have my eyes primed with the ABH eye primer and then a little bit of powder to set it. I'm gonna take a small fluffy brush and go into the shade Soul right here. I mean, that's very pigmented, went on smoothly. I'm gonna take this brush again and buff out those edges. I'm gonna do kind of a standard look today, like a standard shape that I know is fairly flattering. All right, and now going into the shade Koi. We'll deepen up that outer corner. I don't know, I think this is actually blending pretty well. It looked a bit patchy on the swatch, but I think it's fine. Yeah. All right. And then I'm just gonna take this brush again and sort of diffuse the edges a bit. I don't know. It's looking, could it be me? It's looking maybe a little patchy. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. Yep, I think it does. I want to go into this, this pink shade might be the one I'm the most excited about, maybe. And this one is called Daisy. And I want to just put that on my brow bone and meet up with these shades here. And then we'll put that in the inner corner as well. In fact, I am going to wet my brush and do that in my inner corner and see what we can see. So I'm actually gonna wet it on like a wet wipe, get it pretty well saturated there. I'm hopeful that this is gonna be exciting and I'm gonna love it. Yeah, it's kind of cute. I'm just gonna deepen up that corner a little bit more. All right, and then on the lower lash line, I'm going to take this shade right here called Lotus and just put that along my entire lower lash line. And then I will take the shade Soul again and just deepen up that corner, the outer corner, just a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna go for the super deep shade, but just to deepen up a little bit. I feel like these are showing up deeper on my skin than they do in the pan, actually, because I feel like this does look more like a deep coral in here, whoops, and looks more red on my eye. I don't know, maybe. It's looking very vampy and very red. I don't know that, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I wasn't super excited. I think maybe these colors are not the most flattering for me personally. I've got kind of a yellow undertone. Maybe that has something to do with it. With the reds, I feel like sometimes I look a little bit not well or something. But that's not the eyeshadow's fault. That is nobody's fault. That is just how things are. Anyways, I'm gonna go into this shade Claret and ooh, make a mess. Ooh, that is not gonna be the right finger for that. Well, we're gonna try it anyway. And we're switching to the other eye because that's the finger that I used. And we're just gonna put that all over the lid. Oh, I know what this reminds me of. It's in the Norn's palette, and I struggled so much with that shade. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a metallic or a like shimmery red like this. And it wasn't packing very much pigment. This one is doing better. I will say it is doing a little better. It's still not like super wowing me, but that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That's a pretty red. That's a pretty shimmery red. I don't hate that. Okay, I'm gonna take a brush and sort of just even that out a little bit on the edges especially, and get it into the corners. I'm getting a little bit of fallout here. Not sure if it was from that shade or the deeper one. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna go in again and brighten that up again. Most of that fallout did brush away, by the way. I don't think I said that. I'm guessing this red is hard to formulate because it's not the easiest to work with. It does kind of look cool though, like once it's there. You just have to, I think, play with it a bit. Man, that brush just like brushes it away though. Okay, maybe it could be the brush. I'm gonna stop putting a brush on it and just hope for the best with my finger. All right, I'm going to finish up the other eye, put some mascara, eyeliner, some face products, and I'll come back and give you some thoughts about it and also do some comparisons with at least show them next to the other two palettes, or the other 3 palettes that I grabbed that I thought there might be some similarities to. Okay, well, I'm very pink right now. There's a lot of, and I'll tell you. So they suggest using the Bloom cheek palette, no, the Love cheek palette, which I don't have. I have the Bloom cheek palette and the Love cheek duo. And I believe there was another one. I'm gonna try to put the picture up here that they recommend using it with. Anyways, I didn't have that, so I kind of worked with these. I tried this one first, but it was, I don't know, I didn't love it. And then I tried this one over it, and that was a little better, but oh man, it's so pink. And I don't know that that's what I would have necessarily gone with the red. I don't know. I will say, well, let me finish the cheeks before I get into, I have a lot of thoughts right now. And then I did try to use this highlighter because it does have like a pink base, but it has such a gold reflect that I wasn't liking, that I actually went into the shade, it's not called Bubblegum, they describe it as Bubblegum, Daisy, this right here, and I kind of went over my highlighter with it, and I like that better. It's like very pink, since it was very pink. And then I'm using the Amorosa lipstick, which was also like on the website. They're like pair with. I mean, they're just trying to sell things, and I know that. But I thought I would, you know, see what we could see. And I don't know. I don't know that that's what I would have gone with either. Maybe a little bit lighter pink lip for my taste, maybe, but it's okay. And I actually added a little bit of gloss. I used the Divine Rose from Pat McGrath to just kind of brighten it up. And I thought that a gloss looked nicer than for this than a matte lip for whatever reason. Anyways, I kind of do love the way the red makes my eyes look. I don't know if it makes them more blue or if it just makes them look brighter. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. They almost look more gray. They're pretty gray usually. Anyways, I love the way the red makes my eyes pop. So I am into that. You know, I just realized I never put on lower lash line like mascara. I'm gonna go do that real quick. All right, I'm back. That is very intense. I don't know, those lower lashes, I look like a dolly. I tried not to make them too intense, but that's what happens. And then I did white in my waterline, which is this trick to make your eyes look bigger, but yeah, now I look like a little dolly. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Well, let's compare to some other Natasha Denona palettes. So this is next to the Midi Love palette, and I really don't think those are the same at all. I love this palette. In my Natasha Denona ranking, which I'll link below, this came in like second place or something in that ranking. I love this palette so much. It's so pretty. Anyways, I do not think that these are, I'm getting weird glares here. I don't think these are the same at all or similar really. I think this one goes more pink and purple and this one's just very red. I think that's what sort of surprised me about this is it really does read pretty red. This shade red, very red, this shade red, very red. So these three are pretty intense. I think you could definitely get a lighter. These are very pink and this one looked much more pink on the eye than I was expecting. But anyways, I would say it is not like the Midi Love palette. The Retro palette was the midi-sized one that I thought it might... I don't want to blind you with that mirror. Let's see how we can do that. There we go. Actually, I just don't... I feel like it looks bad to have the camera and stuff in there. If we're being honest, which I want to be. Again, I think this one is just more red. Maybe like those two shades look a bit similar. I can swatch those in just a second, and like maybe this one looks a bit like that one. Let's swatch those because those are the only two that I see that look very similar. So we're going to try Koi and Soul. Put them here. Koi and Soul against Rebellion and Amara. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so yeah, this right here is that lighter shade right there. And then this is that bottom shade right there. Anyways, they're really not that similar. Actually, the Rebellion shade is the one that looks sort of like the Soul shade in this palette right here. Yeah, weird. Okay, I'm gonna do that again just to make sure that I did that right and that that wasn't me. Also, I did a thing and used almost all cream products today and did not powder, which is not a usual thing for me, and I'm kind of loving it. And I partially did that because I knew that I might be using a cream blush. I'm not a cream products kind of gal. Or maybe I am. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade Rebellion with my trusty pointer finger here. You can see what I'm doing, so that's like my pointer finger, okay? And then I'm going to go into the shade Soul with my second finger, so you can see, okay, not cheating. And I'm gonna put those on my hand. And those were the two that looked pretty similar. Interesting. Definitely not like dupes for each other, but those are fairly similar. Not what I expected. Anywho, moving on, let's look at the Love palette. All right, so this is the Love palette that came out a couple years ago. I believe this was the 2020 Valentine's Day release. And then next to it, I will put this little mini Crush palette. Okay, that lighter pink looks a little bit similar. Other than that, does that one look kind of the same? Yeah, a little bit. I think overall, both this one and the Midi Love had more like purple in it. More of like pinks and purple. I mean, you've got the one red shade right here. But yeah, this one really just leans more red for me. I don't know, should we swatch some of those that I thought might look the same? Here, let's try it. I think maybe this one, which is Heartbeat, and this one, which is, oh, this is actually called Soul. Is that the same color? Maybe that's the same shade. I thought it said it was 5 new shades. Maybe not. Maybe I read that on a review or something, which could be wrong. Anyways, and then going into Soul here. Yeah, it's called Soul. 297. Is that the same? I'm gonna check on that. All right, so this is Heartbeat from the Love palette. It's a terrible swatch. And then Soul from the Love palette, and then Soul from, I mean, Heartbeat definitely not. I mean, that was a bad swatch. That's Heartbeat, swatched better. So that Soul shade in the middle from that the Midi Love palette looks, yeah, kind of similar, but it looks lighter. I don't know, very similar in tone. I don't know that it really matters. Yeah, and that's definitely, the lighter one is not the same as any of the lighter ones. Like that one's more pink in the Midi palette, and that one's more like cream. Other than that Soul shade, and then Soul also kind of looking like Rebellion from the Midi Retro palette. You know, I don't think it's like, I don't think there's any dupes or anything. Do I have similar shades? Yes. Just in my collection. I think that red is pretty spectacular, actually. I think it's a cute look. It's a certain very specific kind of look, and I don't know how You might, like I said, you might be able to get a very light pink look, and maybe I'll try to do that and like post one on Instagram with just these two shades. That might be a really cute, you know, simple look. Just put like this through the crease and then this all over the lid, and that, you know, maybe put your highlighter in your inner corner. Might be a real cute look. But I think, yeah, I mean, that red is pretty neat. I like the red. It's unique, and I struggled a bit with it. I did. Okay, I want to compare this red to the red in Bronze Seduction palette. I need to know. Okay, and while we're at it, why not just, I got my Norn's palette out too, just so we can compare them. Because I feel like that red is kind of the standout shade in this, and I'll show you up close. That's what stands out for me as far as like, wow, the rest of the shades are pretty like, okay. Kind of yawn, honestly. They're just whatever. But okay, so this is the shade I was thinking of. It's called Passion. And like I said, I really struggled with this the last time that I used it. It's getting a little bit like hard panned, I think. I don't know. All right, so the Norn's palette is the first one. And then we'll do Claret from the palette of the day, Mini Crush. My table is too small. And then Pat McGrath, Bronze Seduction. So this is what they look like. So this is the Norn shade, the Norn's palette shade. This is the Mini Crush, and this is the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction. And honestly, those last two look very similar to me. But let's swatch them. Let's just see. I'm gonna put them here. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I was not expecting that to swatch well. That is the Natasha Denona. That one did swatch well. And then this is the Bronze Seduction. And that one did not swatch as well. I'm surprised. So I feel like it's very similar to Bronze Seduction, and Bronze Seduction did a pretty good job. But yeah, I will admit this one won. I mean, I have had this for a year and a half. So, you know, it might be getting older and this is brand new, but it did, you know, it did a good job in my little swatch test. So, there was a lot that happened today. We swatched, we put on some makeup, we laughed, we cried. We didn't cry. Anywho, this palette is, I like the red. The red is cute. I don't know that I ever would have like thought to do this on my eyes. And so that was fun. I do love the way the red looks on against my eye color. Yeah, it's very specific, kind of vampy look. And I am super curious, I've said this so many times, but to try these two shades together and see what that looks like. I think the formula performed pretty well. Where's my mirror? Yeah, I did have to like buff that out a little bit more after I went off camera to put on like my lashes and stuff. Lashes, my mascara. But I think overall we got there. I didn't think it was like, oh, this was so easy. I didn't feel that way. I felt like I struggled a bit with the red, even though I like it, and with this other very red shade here. Soul, which may or may not be in the Midi palette. I'll find that out. Midi Retro. Wait, Midi Love palette. Soul was in the Midi Love palette. M-I-D-I, the big one. Yes. Do I have any other thoughts about that? I guess this is cute. I like it. It is kind of Valentine's-y. It's a little bit like dark dungeon-y too, though. I don't know. Or like Christmassy? I don't know. I'm a little bit not sure what to think. Like I said, I think I was not super excited about it, but I do like the look that I got out of it, so that's good. I just want to be complete here, but I am repeating myself over and over at this point. So what I am going to do is bid you good day. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope that at least something makes you smile today. Thanks for being here. Thank you for joining me. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. If you're not subscribed and you did enjoy this video and want to see more like it, I would highly recommend hitting that subscribe button. If you did like the video, I'd love it if you'd give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.